The perfect storm is right now brewing for the entire cryptocurrency industry, and this coming week is going to be absolutely historic. And one thing I can guarantee is we are going to see emotions running high, people acting irrationally out of fear. And so today we're going to be analyzing what is happening right now. World record amounts of FUD with the SEC looking to ban altcoins and exchanges in the United States. We have the CPI data being released tomorrow. We have the FOMC rate decision later on this week. So as traders, as people who are invested in these markets, how do we not only prepare, but also profit and benefit from all the FUD and all the fear? We're going to be discussing that today. So make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, click that bell for notifications, because we are bringing you the juiciest and the most timely Bitcoin updates here. So yesterday, Bitcoin has officially closed a weekly candle below the very important 200-week moving average, but we have not yet broken down from this falling wedge pattern. Now, textbook, a falling wedge pattern is bullish. However, when we have so much FUD going on in the space, we have to acknowledge that right now we are in a local downtrend, right? On the daily time frame, we can see that from the time we put in this high, we have been making lower lows and lower highs to this day. And not only that, of course, when we came up to the high right here, we were printing two very important bearish patterns, the Elizabeth Warren eyebrow pattern, where as the price was getting higher, we could clearly see on our oscillator market Cipher B, the momentum waves getting lower here, just like Elizabeth Warren's eyebrows. In addition, we were printing the dreaded bald-headed Gary Gensler market Cipher B pattern, where as the price is getting higher, Gary Gensler's bald head getting lower, security, not security, I don't know, we're going to sue, I don't know. We can see right here, Gary Lee Gensler's head clearly getting lower. This is why in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, we gave the short setup from $30,500 in advance, because these signs were printed. Now guys, if you want to join the Casper Crew VIP Discord, where we give these juicy trade setups in advance every single day, we're doing multiple live streams going over the live price action, given the levels, go to jasoncaspertrading.com. Go ahead, click the link to join the VIP Discord, not a signals group, but an educational group. And if you want to learn how to trade this way, we currently have the best deal on the educational courses here, 25% off both of them. Make sure to check it out. And if you want to take advantage of trading these markets, making money off the volatility up and down, my two go-to exchanges right now are MEXC, where you will literally get the best deal on fees in the market, and Bitget. Links in the pinned comment and description. These are my two go-to exchanges right now for trading these juicy markets. Now we can see here that Elizabeth Warren and Gary Gensler are actually teaming up together, looking very safe and secure with their facial attire here to basically destroy all crypto. Now, in addition to this crazy FUD that is happening right now, wreaking havoc on the cryptocurrency markets, if we take a look at forexfactory.com, we see tomorrow we have the CPI data will be released. This is the inflation numbers. This historically causes massive amounts of short-term volatility in the market. That is happening tomorrow, Tuesday, June 13th. On Wednesday, June 14th, we have the FOMC statement where Jerome Powell will be speaking, as well as the federal funds rate decision, where they're going to be deciding the interest rates for the next month. These two things together create massive amounts of volatility in the traditional legacy markets as well as the crypto markets. Mix in this whole thing with the SEC, and what do we have? We have a perfect storm for volatility. And what happens is people let emotions get the best of them in these kinds of situations, because one thing is certain, the volatility is going to come. And when people see a huge drop, I guarantee lots of people are going to start FOMOing short. So here's what we need to do as traders. First of all, we need to come up this objectively and say, we cannot know for certain what is going to happen, and I am not going to let emotions get the best of me when it comes to making decisions with my money. We have to understand that the price could do whatever it wants, and we need to be watching the charts to see how am I going to take action when the price gets that volatility. So here's what we need to be paying attention to right now on this Bitcoin chart. So first of all, could this get very, very bearish? The answer is yes, indeed it could. And here's why. If we actually start to close candles below this very important price of $23,500, we are now back inside of this old range, and it's more probable than not that we will come down to the $18,000 level at least to retest this very important support resistance flip. However, when you have a lot of news events going on at once that are very, very bearish, we need to be thinking, what is going to wreck the most people? Because the market maker, the whales, whatever you want to call them, they are dealing with large amounts of money. And if they want to benefit from these markets, they need a whole bunch of retail traders basically trading on emotion, filling up larger orders. If I was a whale and I wanted to long Bitcoin, I would need a whole bunch of people shorting Bitcoin. And what a great opportunity we have for a whole bunch of people to short Bitcoin when we get the news coming out as we're losing the 200-week moving average could lead to a very juicy short squeeze. So right under us, we have a very key zone of support. We have the Fibonacci golden pocket retracement at around 23.9. We have the value area high of the old range right around 23.5. And we have a daily order block right here at a very key support resistance flip in the high 24s. What this means is if bearish news comes out and we see a big dip in price, we are going to see millions of people literally shorting into a very key zone of support. Now, yes, this could result in a fast 15% move to the downside, but we need to be watching because it's very possible that we get a surprise short squeeze that wrecks a whole bunch of retail traders that are trying to FOMO short. Notice something from the bottom. We have been bouncing from the Fibonacci golden pocket every single higher low that we put in here. And what's even more crazy is the last time we bounced literally to the dollar from the Fibonacci golden pocket, this was in the midst of massive amounts of FUD, right? Silicon Valley Bank going under, and everybody was thinking this is it for Bitcoin. Well, guess what? Massive short squeeze that actually led to a breakout and a higher high being put in. So what are we going to be watching for on the chart? Because this is not guaranteed to happen. So for me, I'm going to be watching very carefully when this news comes out for two things. First of all, we want to see bullish divergences forming as we come down to this level. That means that as the price is getting lower and lower into this key support, we are seeing the oscillator market Cipher B getting higher and higher as the price is getting lower and lower. We want to see market Cipher B look exactly like Sam Bankman-Fried's man-Marie glands, where we can clearly see the man-Marie glands are getting higher as the price is getting lower. The nipple piercings getting higher as the price is getting lower, showing us a very bullish thing is about to happen, right? We want to see that money flow getting higher, the momentum is getting higher as the price is getting lower into key support. The second thing that we really want to look out for, guys, is a huge decrease in selling pressure. And the way we're going to be looking at that is going to an order flow chart on something like Exo charts or Coinalyze, and we want to be watching the open interest. Is open interest decreasing as the price is getting lower? Because if it is, this is showing us that the move to the downside is not very strong. It's not being supported by new traders actually opening up new positions, right? And so you can use Coinalyze.net, a free tool. You can also use Exo charts. It's something that you have to pay for. Now, the third thing that I do want to be looking for as well is the nines indicator. The nines. This is an indicator that tells you when to be looking for big moves on the chart. And right now, if we take a look here, these pink diamonds are showing us now's the time to start looking for a potential Bitcoin swing trade. So if we see further confirmations on here, we know it's pretty probable that we're going to get a fake out to the downside and then a short squeeze. One last thing I do want to say, Bitcoin loves to form bullish falling wedge patterns, lose them to the downside, fake everybody out, and then get the real breakout. We've seen this happen over and over again. In fact, we even saw this happen back in the winter time, where if we go to the daily time frame right now, we can actually draw a falling wedge pattern right here that a lot of people were watching, including myself. We were looking at this falling wedge pattern and saying, okay, look at this. Bitcoin's forming a falling wedge right here. Are we going to break out? No, we lost it to the downside, and then boom, we got the breakout. So look at how similar things are looking right now. We have a golden pocket just below us. We have a falling wedge pattern forming. We are rejecting from the top of the falling wedge pattern. We could come down here and then spend some time here or get a quick bounce and then finally get the breakout. Now, of course, this is just one scenario. I just told you what I'm looking for. Divergences, signals, weak move to the downside. If we see lots of volume coming in and we see actual money coming in on the short side, then we know this is not going to result in a short squeeze. This is going to be a more powerful move to the downside. And then we can wait for our next level. And my point here is this. We need to be prepared for anything to happen, and we need to know in advance how are we going to play this price action, right? We don't want to be moved by emotions. We want to be moved by plans that we've made in advance. This is how we're going to be profitable over time, guys. So that's it for today's video, guys. As you can see, I am still leaning bullish in this scenario. Only time will tell, of course, if I am right. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell for notifications, and may God bless everybody in the name of Jesus, Yeshua, the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, well, I still pray you and your family are super blessed. And I'll see everybody in the next video. Peace!